Hello and welcome to my website. My name is Jessica Ireland and you've happened to find your way to the beginning of a video series. This series will document what I am starting here today is a 7-day breath cleanse. No food involved, just breathing. Why would I do something like this, you ask? Well, I believe that our bodies came equipped to heal themselves and that the breath is one of the most natural ways that we can do that. Every time we inhale, we're taking in the chemical mixture that helps our bodies function and move, and our brains think, and our hearts pump. And every time we exhale, we're releasing toxins that are no longer serving our body. I also believe that it is one of the greatest ways to access not only the conscious mind, but our unconscious, as it is this system in our body that we can do both consciously and unconsciously. And finally, I also think that it is one of the ways that we can directly connect to spirit, as it is the first and last thing that we do when we are in this physical form. Now, typically, I would not do 7 straight days of breath sessions, but I've kind of been a little lax on my breathing lately. I typically do it once a week as a matter of hygiene, but I've been falling behind, and so I had the idea to see what happens if I did it 7 days in a row. And mainly I'm just curious to see what happens if I have any different changes than I'm used to. The method that I will be using is called unlimited breath, and it's a technique that I've been using for 3 years now, and I use not only with myself, of course, but with my clients as well. It is about 1 hour of deep, relaxed, continuous breathing where we focus on awareness and surrendering. Each session is different for everybody all the time as you're releasing blocks and traumas and limitations. It's just different every time. And hopefully I'll be documenting some of that for you as I progress in these next 7 days. So this won't mean much if you don't know where I'm starting from, to be able to monitor the changes that occur in the next 7 days for me. So I will do this by talking briefly about where I am physically, where I am mentally, where I am emotionally, and where I am spiritually. So physically, I'm actually not doing too bad. And I'm training for a half marathon, which I will be done with in just under a week now. So I'm pretty excited about that. I am experiencing a little tension from running, surprisingly, actually in my upper back and shoulders and in my chest. And I've got a little bit of issues with my left toes. So that's the details on that. Everything else is doing pretty well physically. Mentally, I'm a very mental person, so I'm always up in my head. And where my head has been lately is, of course, about my business and building my business. And a lot of that ends up being worry about, am I doing it right? Do I even know what I'm doing? Am I doing it well enough? Am I going to make enough money? You know, all the typical things that probably a lot of us think, whether we're starting our own business or not. Emotionally is not my strong suit. So I am actually embarking on a journey right now to be more present and aware and allowing my emotions. So emotionally, I would say I'm pretty neutral right now. You know, nothing's really fantastic and nothing's really horrible. So I would like to be more in touch with my emotions. And spiritually, this is a part of the same journey I am on emotionally right now. I'm trying to deepen my spiritual awareness, increasing my meditation time, increasing the times when I'm in a meditative state throughout the day, and just being more aware of my gut, my heart, my intuition. So that's kind of it for what's going to be happening. I'm going to start breathing right after this video. And after each session, each day, I will record another video. I'll give you the best rundown that I can briefly of each session and help document the changes that I'm going through with this 7-day cleanse. So I hope you'll join me for this journey. Please post if you've got any questions or comments. I would love to be able to answer those for you if I can. And I hope to see you down the road. Thanks so much for joining. Bye-bye.